It's your boy DJ Bugsy, Do It for Hip Hop Podcast. It's good to be back on the Miggity Miggity mic. This lady needs no introduction. We've been talking for some time. It's been a few years, actually.
Years.
And we met in West Philly at a diner. I was getting breakfast. And you just had to pull up and be like, hold up, that's Bugsy. Remember that?
Yep. And I gave you the biggest hug, like I knew him forever. I kind of like jumped on him. And then I wasn't even dressed. I had on like breakfast clothes, like a scarf on my head. Wasn't it a scarf or a bonnet?
It was something like that.
And I just jumped on him and gave you the biggest hug ever. So it works.
For sure. So I want to welcome to the show Mrs. Porter, MC, a mother. She got the podcast, Listen to Mom. She got the nonprofit, Listen to Mom. I would like to welcome Miss Porter to the show, and I appreciate you coming on. It's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
Because you was supposed to come on, this shit.
And
then you like,
something.
fuck that. I'm not going to keep doing this shit with you, Bugsy.
Because it's going to keep happening.
This is the last episode of 2022. We going to get this shit done.
Period.
Now, I want to talk about the beginning, because the early beginnings. Like, where you from, how you came up, how you got on the mic, before we get to the motherhood and the podcast.
Okay.
Tell me about your growing up and where you from.
Yeah,
shout out to your sister too.
Yeah, shout out to the best hype man in the city. You already know. But I grew up in West Philly. You know, we actually used to dance back in the day, and it was a competition at Wild Skating Ring. Now they call it Thunder. We're like, what's Thunder? Right. But she was actually the rapper.
Really?
She really stepped up and I'm a trash bull and da 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 da. So she did dancer. It, and I was just looking like, oh, you really won. She won that night. It was against some boy or whatever. He don't rap no more, but it was against him and she won. And I was like, dang, let me try to put some stuff together or whatever. Right. So I did. I started putting it together, and here she go, being a hype man. No matter what school we went to, we used to just walk the streets, like from West Philly to Southwest, whatever. We walking. My sister be like, yo, you rap? Better word in. And that's really what it was. We didn't have a social media. We didn't have none of that. We had to really go out there and make a name for ourselves. It wasn't, oh, we did a popping video and got known. Right. No, we really was like in hoods, battling whoever. And I trashed them and I won, you know, even in university, you know, high school, middle school, you know, we just like, who killing it in here? Right. Well, that's who I want to battle. I want to battle the big dog. Right. So if we in uni, who was popping in uni? I can't even remember. But if you were the known one, you trash everybody. I want him. And one time she ain't even up here. I wish she was up here. One time it was a battle with me and a guy, and a girl came up. This was the one time she wasn't in school. I said, yo, they tried to jump me. I did both of them at the same time. You can't out-rap me, you know, back then.
Yeah, right.
So I was just hungry. That hunger was there. And they was like, yo, you killed it. And then she came to school the next day. They're like, yo, they tried to do your sister dirty or whatever. But I trashed them. So it was cool. You know, straight lyrics, no fighting, no none of that, no shooting, and all that goofy stuff they do now. Like, it's just straight hip-hop. You know, so that's really where it came from. And I just kept going. Back then, they used to call me Gutter. You know, we going back to the Trocadero. We going back to Sambas. We performed at AC on the Boardwalk. We going to the TLA. You know, we going to the Art Garage. We done did that. So I don't fit in really what's going on now. I'm like, what? This is what's in? Right. This is bars to you? No. I don't understand this. So tick-tock, tickety-tick. Oh, okay. This is rap to you? So when my kids play, I be like, hold on, let me put on hip hop. Right. Let me put on rap. This is what rap is. That's not rap. Right. That's y'all having a good time, but that's not rap, you know. But, you know, it's art. And, you know, they express themselves, and I'm cool with it. Right. But it's for me, that's not where I'm from. I'm not from that era. Right. You know? Yeah. So that's the basically sum everything up. So now, wait. So I get older. Yeah, I get older. So now it's like, all right, well, you can't be Gutter no more. And it was Golden Girl. Golden Girl actually told me that. I called up there, and she was like, Mamas, what's your name? I said, Gutter. And she was like, Gutter. Right. She said, you sound so beautiful to be called Gutter. I said, well, what you think? Should I change my name to Miss Porter? And she was like, I like that. So when she said it, I stuck with it, and I ran with it from then. So, yeah, that's really how
And tell me about Miss Porter Water, because You're known for the water emojis. Every time your comments and people be trying to copy your style. But where did the water part come? She just said Miss Porter, but then the water got added. later. Tell me about the name and the water and the good
I started performing at Sambas, and they'll announce like, "Oh, Miss Porter coming on,"
right?
And everybody be like, "Miss Porter." And then back then, I actually was signed to a label called Get Tough. And
really?
Yeah, this is back then. This is before all this, and they had the money, but they didn't know what to do with it. So I was signed to the label Get Tough. They called me out. Next thing you know, everybody in the audience would be like, "Dripping like water," and I was like, "Yo, that's stick." And it rang. So it actually stemmed from that. Now, as far as social media go, I got tired of people trying to figure out what I'm saying to somebody, screenshotting my comments, trying to figure out what I'm talking about. So now, if it's good or bad or just anything, I put the water to acknowledge that I see what you said. So you can't elaborate. If I want to really bust it up with you, I'm going to go in your DM. But, all right, it's love. Show the water, repost it, show the water. I had somebody ask me what that meant. I don't want to smash, bro. I'm just a genuine person, and I'm dropping this water on you. And that's all it is, nothing more or less.
She said, I don't want to smash, bro.
That's what they think. Oh, you know what they
think. It's just a genuine person. I'm just dropping this water on you. Oh, my God, Miss Porter. You is hilarious. So I do want to get into the motherhood now. Okay. Let's talk about motherhood. Now, some years back, how long ago was it? I know it was a time where you lost your daughter, and then you have this right here with you now, showing that.
Yes.
Talk about that experience and how that inspired the nonprofit and the podcast.
Okay, so I'm so good. Let's do this. So back in, 2009, I was an adult. That was my first baby, my first pregnancy. I don't know if you guys seen what's trending on social media with she said Karen, and the doctor's basically not listening to her. No, I'm not writing you this doctor note. These doctors, midwives, I don't even want to say the midwives. Okay. The doctors, the nurses, they really kind of judge us. And we're not allowed to film. The doctors I go to, we're not allowed to film. We're not allowed to take pictures. We're not allowed to do anything. Okay. With her situation, I was telling them something was wrong with my baby. Right. It was the weirdest thing. Because she used to love Cheerios. Next thing you know, she stopped liking Cheerios. I'm like, no, something wrong. She not moving as much. And I had a lady tell me, it was a black nurse. Okay. She said to me that your first time mom, you're paranoid. I said, well, can y'all check my baby to see what's going on? Right. Being as though I did have welfare insurance at that time, they told me my insurance only covered two ultrasounds, around 20 weeks and around 37 weeks to see if my baby head was down, so they refused it. My daughter didn't make it 2 weeks later. She passed away. Sorry, so this is right. Her right here in the urn. And I share my story because as I could see, it's other women like me are going through things like me. Right. And we really don't have that voice or, know someone else that we could talk to about that situation because it's traumatizing. It's very traumatizing. So if you know anybody that's going through this or needs someone to talk to, need an outlet, I have Listen to Mom nonprofit. I have Listen to Mom doula services. And we also have Listen to Mom podcast. I also partner up with a nonprofit called A Home for Shonda. You can find that on Instagram also, where we really will go into the community, talk to you, your family. And they also offer free doula. So some people be like, oh, I can't afford this. They want too much money. No, we genuinely want to be there for you and your child. And they also have doula for dads now. So you might, have a baby and you want that support also, but it's things out there for them.
I'm done with the baby.
For people who need it though, because it's really, we got when we go in there. Our goal is to have a healthy baby. We want to bring home baby and mom. In this case, I went home empty-handed, so that feeling alone is scary. It is. It's scary.
But as you fast forward now, you have beautiful daughters that love you to death. So now that you are experiencing motherhood. And you transition from that situation to now experience what motherhood is. How does it make you feel being a mom, your daughters? I know they're your world.
I love my daughters. They all different. One is a great helper. The other one, she is like my sister, and it's like drawling, loud, high. She with it. Right. And then the baby, she's super strong. She is strong, but even though, understand when I explain this to you guys, that even though I have these babies and these daughters, I fought for them. Not one of those situations, it was easy. I literally had Karens had Karens that did not want to induce me. Hey, hold on, something going on here. They was about to send me home. They was about to send me home with my second daughter. She didn't want to induce me. I'm like, yo, something's going on. I know this feeling.
Right.
It's because it's around the time that she passed away that they're not listening to me. Long story short, I go in there. She wanted to send me home. The head doctors came in. So I asked her because she wanted to send me home after 4 hours. They want to admit you.
Right.
I was like, are you a high-risk doctor? She said, no, I'm not. I said, okay, well, when do they come in? She said 9 o'clock tomorrow. I said, well, that's who I want to see. So she's about to discharge me. Next thing you know, the supervising doctor came in and said, Mom, you're not crazy. Even though the monitors look great, even though the baby appears to be great, we had to do a certain blood test on you to realize your placenta is tearing from your uterus. So it was detaching and reattaching itself. And that's why when you touch my stomach, it was hurting. Next thing you know, here go your steroids. Here, now it's time to induce you. But I fought for that.
Right.
You know, each pregnancy was a fight. It wasn't they listening to you. No, I got to fight, and you got to advocate for your babies. Advocate for your kids. Do not advocate for them because they can't talk. You are your voice, and they're going to try to talk you out of it and make it seem like it's normal. A lot of them is textbook. Every pregnancy is different.
Right.
Every pregnancy is different.
That's a fact.
So, and that's just, I'm one person in each and every last one of my babies, all situations was different. And the crazy part to talk about it, I'm on TLC Go. My mom like, yo, you watch the show. This guy is in the UK doing surgeries on babies while they're in the stomach. While they're in the stomach, and they're surviving. So when we sit here and talk to these doctors and they say, oh, it's nothing we could do or we can't, it's no. It's a no.
Right.
Absolutely no. It's always something you could do. Okay.
That's deep.
Yeah, I would go heavy in there and I'll be talking to y'all all day, but we going to say that for the podcast. So...
Yeah, she like, we not going into that.
Yeah, it would have y'all like, huh? Like, you know, so definitely.
Now, when I first seen you on Instagram, I seen you and your sister in a video and you was on 52nd Street and you was going with the bars, you was heavy, she was hyping it, all that. But now, you're changing it up. Because you said you got some new music that you're working on.
Yes.
That's not the typical Miss Porter that they accustomed to. Because you want to shed light on what you got coming and how it's different from that freestyle on 52nd and Market compared to...
Right, until now.
Right.
I think it's more so about maturity and going through life and, you know, just really making records. I'm not trying to be smart. You could go in the bathroom and rap also, you know. But when you got people who could sit there and actually make those records, right, put it together on a great beat.
Right.
Hey.
Right.
You really got something special there.
Yeah.
Now, no lie, if you guys need a ghostwriter, get with me. I never stopped. I may have came off the map a little bit, but I never stopped writing. I never stopped learning. I never stopped educating myself. If you guys want hits, get with me because you're going to be like, there's no way Porter wrote this. There's no way. Like, who is she? This sound like a whole different person.
Right.
And, you know, with that being said... You can't get that right now. I gotta be shysty. Come on, just a tiny bit. He looking at me like, what?
What?
I can't give it to him right now. No, they can't get that. It's a whole different person.
So that's an alter ego.
It's a whole different vibe. I mean, if I was to perform that right now, you'd be like, yo, I love you. The music I'm putting out is gonna win every man's heart. Even the ladies too, though, because they gonna be like, yo, babe, listen to her. I might save relationships with that shit.
Right.
You're gonna be like, babe, listen to her. Listen to what she said right there. Like, she gonna do this and she do this for her man. Can you do the same thing? Like, sometimes you need that media. I might be that media to work you and your relationship out. You know, you never know.
Right.
But you can't get that right now.
Okay, I gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait. We gotta prep them. You can give it to him later. Yeah.
It's coming?
Definitely. Okay.
Now, what I want to ask you, because we talk behind the scenes about relationships.
Oh.
And men.
What?
And how different situations made you who you are today. So can you shed light on what do you think it is about certain men that can't get it right versus the ones that can? And like, I feel like you have evolved with how you pick men compared to, you know, if you look at your whole life, don't you feel that? Because I
got this one guy. He was an embarrassment. He still is. He is a I don't even want to say his name. He's an embarrassment. It's sad.
Okay.
But I could tell me and him was dating at a vulnerable time, which was around the time my daughter passed away.
Right.
And I should have never done that. So he's a mistake.
Okay.
And I learned from it.
Okay.
I learned from it. But as far as relationships and dudes, we married to the money out here. I'm not messing. I'm cool. Y'all distraction. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are a distraction. And the
I'm
thing
not.
is,
I'm a good person.
And the thing is, these guys be all cool. Listen, they be all cool. Oh,
Porter,
yeah, you
keep
sexy.
it real. I'm a good person.
Yes, you are. You
Okay.
are. You're amazing.
Thank
but
you.
The other men out here,
Okay.
they act like they cool with you doing what you do. And then they start falling in love with you. And then they don't want nobody else to see you or spend time with you. Then they want to retire you. Oh, no, you ain't doing that no more. You ain't doing this no more. Hold on, baby. Well, we going to have beef in this house.
Right.
Because I ain't doing what I love to do. So I got to get out here and put this music out here because I'm venting. Even though to you, it might just be, oh, she just wasting. No, I'm really venting. I got to get this stuff out. Because if I don't get it out, it's going to come out here. You know, and that's bad. I'm going to be unhappy. I need to do this, you know, in order for me to function. You know, I have a therapist. And everybody be thinking, oh, you got a therapist, you got something wrong. I'm going to tell y'all now, get a therapist. It's cool. Okay, get your therapist.
Mental
Just because you have a therapist don't mean something is wrong, and it don't mean something is right. But you need that person to talk to that's not judging you, that's not basically picking sides, that's just being honest with who you are. I love my therapist. She the reason I'm here right now. She be like, girl, you need to get back and start doing what you love to do. You know what? You're right. Hey, Bug, what's up? I'm coming through. Period. What she talking about? And we in here, you know. We in here. So shout out to her, man. We really talk. Yeah, we be talking.
And you need that. I don't understand y'all people. And I always said this on previous episodes. Like, it's nothing wrong with having a therapist. It's nothing wrong with venting, getting that shit out. Because if you keep it in, you're going to bring that baggage to the next relationship and the next situation.
Let's talk about it. And that's why I'm not with no one now.
I
got trauma.
Right.
Listen, it ain't even my trauma, not my 3 kids. My trauma is situations like this that I'm hurt. And I'm going to take it out on you if I'm having a day where I'm really missing her.
Right.
You know, it was times I really just was curious. What is my baby doing? I want to see her. How is she? Do they grow when they die? Like, you know, she passed away, but is she 1 or 2 now? Because she would have been 10 now. You know, and those thoughts go through your mind. You feel bad because you're a mom, and I'm supposed to be able to protect my child. And even though I couldn't, and all I could do is advocate for it, it still feel like it's on me. You know what I'm saying? It still feel like it's on me. Like, what could I have done differently? You know, so that's one of them things. It's traumatizing, yo. It's really traumatizing.
I'm proud of you.
I know. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
I'm glad that you took that role, because a lot of people don't know how to accept the role of therapy. Because everybody, your friends, your family.
Yeah, well, I ain't talking it out. I don't need no help. It ain't even about that.
It's always on the negative vibe.
Always. And my therapist cool. She be like, oh, what you doing now? I be like, hey, can you call me back in an hour? I'm getting a charge of my phone about to die. Okay, she'll call right back in an hour.
So do you go see her in person too?
We do video chats. I didn't go see her in person, you know, with the COVID and the pandemic and stuff.
Right.
Kind of threw everything out, but I don't mind.
Right.
Shoot. I might just ask her on a date, like, yo, you want to go get some brunch? Let's kick it. Let me tell you what's going on. This is what's going on now. How are we going to handle this? My therapist feel like my lawyer in a sense. Like, this is what's going on in my life. How do I handle this? We practice meditation, breathing, different techniques and stuff. You know, quiet time. You need your hours of sleep. What do you do? Shut everything down. But I wouldn't do that because in my brain, being a mom, I make sure all the kids cool. My brain always running. And the common thing was when it gets time to do what I want to do, I'm burnt out. You know, I'm cool. I get to it when I get to it. And I postpone me. So she said, stop postponing you. I said, you know what? You're right.
And that's why you're here today. Because you kept postponing. But then you got to a point where you was like, I can't keep doing this.
I can't.
Because you keep pushing it back. And then next thing you know, you in 2020.
I feel like we was in a relationship and I'm like, babe, I'm not ready now. But then I'm ready. Then, babe, no, I'm not ready now. Then I'm ready. Then it was like, babe, this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kept trying to work it out and it wasn't working. And I said, you know what? I'm all in. Whatever comes with this, it comes with it. So what?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you know how I go. So, can we get the hype man up here? Could you just say something for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I need.
No?
No. I want you to get up here. You being shy? Are you shy? Come on, 2 seconds.
You see how she be? It's because she by herself. She misses me.
I miss her. I wish y'all could hear her right now.
Y'all look just alike, though.
She tatted up. She is tatted up.
Oh, go there, girl.
She know me. She still sleep in my bed. But anyway,
Oh my God, y'all crazy.
And we real sisters. So when people be like, "Oh, I don't know, y'all was real sisters." Oh,
Right.
let's talk about all right, she over there. She don't want to come up, y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all what goes on. The dudes try to get in where they fit in. Hold on, and we really sisters. So we gotta do like this. Yo, sis, that nigga try to talk to you. Yeah, let me screenshot this joint. He said he ain't know you. He ain't know me. Look at this shit. Like we really be bombing. Like, whoa, where? Like
y'all
they
be
really
tag
yeah.
teaming.
Like hold on. Let me. Because if we don't do that.
Right.
If we do not do that, we not gonna know. It's just
Right.
like, oh shit, how you know? Man, this nigga weird. Like, and hell no. But
Right.
we wouldn't know. So,
Right.
we gotta do that.
Yeah.
We gotta pull resumes on niggas.
Right.
And then my family full of whole chicks. So what cousin you had? Tasha, Tiffany, Kanisha. I love Keisha. So Keisha in the family. I got which sister, what cousin, what sister?
So you got a bunch of females in your family.
Whole bunch of females. Line you right up, you wouldn't even know. You think that nigga cheating? All right, let me send Sasha over there. He'll fall right for it. Sarge got the whole drop on him, know where he live, all that. He know your whole business. You wouldn't even know that's my cousin. But anyway, yeah, get into it.
Yo, that's wild.
I ain't telling no more secrets.
You keeping it to yourself?
Yeah, we gonna keep that one to ourselves. How we get them?
But you looking very dapper.
Thank you.
Dapper Dan.
Thank you. Porter water drip drip. Okay.
That's how you vibing?
Yeah, that's how I'm vibing. Drip drip.
Yo, Porter water crazy.
I was thinking about coming out with a song called Squirt Alert. And listen, let me tell y'all something.
Let's
people,
talk about that.
Yeah, no, people be like, oh, like they hear my stuff. They be like, oh, she copying this person. She copying it. I've been around before half these people done exist. That
Right.
Porter water been established. That dropping that water. I was doing that before WAP came out. So that's nothing new to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So people come off and they start saying certain things. It's like, nah, they ain't it.
Right.
I've been around. Somebody's like, oh, you sound like this person, that person. But in the same sense,
So the squirter, talk about the squirting.
the squirting,
Yeah,
what about it?
that's how everything.
I think that's how I get into situations I
Get
got
in 'cause
into.
of the squirting.
Yeah. I gotta tell her to stop. She's being bad. Don't do that no more. Like, tighten up, girl, you tripping. And somebody told me it was too tight. It was too tight. Like it swallowed the whole thing when it came. I said, oh my gosh, don't tell nobody.
So
that.
you be talking to her, letting her know.
Yeah,
to
she
chill.
gotta chill. Yo, she gotta chill.
She gotta chill.
She gotta chill. She gotta stay sober. Really. Cause it's getting me in trouble.
Yo, Porter.
No, it really get me in trouble. Oh, I love you. What you mean you love me? You don't even know me, yo. I don't play with the L word. That scared me. That scared me. I had somebody call me repeatedly because I didn't
Oh,
answer
my
the phone.
God.
I'm like, yo, what you calling for? Like,
Right.
I was like, oh man, I should never touch that, man.
So,
Nigga already tripping.
Down to niggas knocking on the doors, restraining orders, changing
knocking
phones.
doors, pop-ups, breaking mirrors, acting like, they a little effeminate, with all due respect. The guys nowadays are effeminate. So to deal
So
with
you
a person,
more of a nigga than a nigga.
that's how I feel because you gotta be like, no, babe, you gotta chill a little bit with that. You gotta understand that my guys, my people I call bros are day ones. I've been around them, so it's kind of like I molded a little bit into them.
Right.
And then my brother, oh my gosh, how my brother move. That nigga schooled me. He traumatized me too. Oh my goodness. Every dude a liar. Every dude a liar because of him, okay?
Right.
I don't care what you say. That's not your cousin.
Right.
If that's your cousin, how y'all related?
Right.
Okay, he'll bring a cookout to the cookout with the cookout. You got somebody decorating. You got somebody making a cake. You got somebody, and they all play that part. I can't. How?
Right.
How? If you
Right.
related, how you related? And I ain't talk about marriage. It don't count. It don't count.
It don't. Well, listen, Miss Porter, I appreciate you coming on the show. Tell the people how they can follow you, how they can get the music, all that.
Miss Porter on everything. MISS.Porter on everything. PORTER. Follow the nonprofit page. Listen to Mom. Everything's Listen to Mom podcast. That's one. Listen to Mom doula services. That's two. Listen to Mom. What else I'm missing?
I think you got
Nonprofit, that's three.
Right.
Also, the advocate page, Anaya Arfan, follow that page also. It's annoying, but, it's different layers of me. You got to break me down in increments. So it's like, who am I today? And right now, we on some Miss Porter. I see you on a little bit. I'm going to spice you up with something. We'll talk after this.
Yeah.
I got something.
You do?
Yeah. We're going to talk afterwards.
So we're going to talk behind the scenes. It's your boy DJ Bugsy. Make sure you follow the pod, Door for Hip Hop Pod. Make sure you follow me, DJ Buddy 215, and keep it hip hop. Peace.